do 7-figure Amazon sellers know that you don't? Find out here. Also, if you stay until the end of the video, I'm going to be sharing you tips from my client that sold his company for over $3 million and royalties. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO and founder of EHP Consulting Group, and my goal is to help you become and stay a millionaire on Amazon. And the only way to do that is to conquer Amazon together. Let's dive in. Okay, so here's the news right now. Sellers like you offered their best advice about selling. We recently asked you to share your best advice, and then here are some of your responses. So pretty much what they did is they picked the top sellers and then they shared some advice. I've been a retailer on Amazon since 2009. I realized that if you provide value to customers, you can sell anything. It's that simple. Pretty much add value and then go from there, right? You need to have a really good product. And this is for retailers. Always check account health. Make it a 2 times a day routine so problems don't pile up. A healthy account means more than you think, so that score high and minimize any potential issues. So keep the score high. So yeah, this is super important as well. So if you are selling on Amazon, account health is pretty much the #1 thing, because if you don't have good account health, you'll get kicked off. It's just that simple. 2 times a day is a solid routine, but what would I recommend is long-term to have a virtual assistant that's logging in every day and then sending you email screenshots. Hey, checked it at this time, it's good, checked it at this time, right? So that way you're on top of it, they're on top of it, and then you have like a sequence. If something is wrong, they text and they call your phone, right? That's what we do at our company to stay on top of it, because it's difficult for you to do it every single day. And problems always occur like on weekends when you're off. That's just how life works, or on holidays. So it's always good to have a backup. Being an Amazon seller for the last 15 years, Seller Forums is a go-to place when I'm stuck on an issue and need more understanding on a topic. It's comforting to know that you're not the only one stuck or trying to keep afloat. I get new learnings, both small and big, every time I'm on Seller Forums. So Seller Forums is also really good. If you don't understand Seller Forums, right, you can just go to Amazon, sellercentral.amazon.com/Seller Forums, and then you can sign up and log in, and you can check out all of people's problems, right? And you can even Google the issues, right? What would you recommend selling on Amazon? Amazon taking over best-selling products, best bank account for UK Amazon sellers. So it's like a community. It's a great place to start and to get some insight on any issues that you're having on Amazon. This is my first back to school season, and I took a chance on sending backpacks in mid-August. I kept hearing from other sellers to merchant fulfill them. I'm glad I took a chance. To my surprise, they sold as soon as they arrived. I'm excited to kill back to school next year. Now, this is just pretty much learning with everything I learned this year. This is pretty much learning what works and if your product's seasonal, right? So if you're selling backpacks, it's going to be seasonal, especially for back to school year. If you're selling children's backpacks, if you're selling water guns, it's going to spike in the summer. So you see how it does, and then you double down on it if it does work. Our next sweepstakes is in November, yada, yada. So again, there's a lot of things, and they have 9 dislikes. So pretty much people are just pissed. The sellers are just mad, right? If you poach an ASIN, you can sell anything, even the thing that isn't that ASIN. To keep your account health high, appease buyers who are intentionally ripping you off. So a lot of people in the comments are just pissed at Amazon in general, right? Because there are some sellers that are having success. So when there's positive, there's always negative, right? So there's positive people that are having a lot of success, and there's negative people. Just like when you go to the casino, there's people winning tons of money, and there's people losing all of their money. And you can see a lot of people are just pissed, and I guess they're just losing a lot of money. Sending in inventory is taking a chance. It could get stranded, charged for being too much or too little, or not sent to enough places. A black hat seller could crater your listing. Amazon could request invoices and then use that to source directly, at which point your sales will plummet. You could be falsely charged with IP violations, freezing your income and destroying your inventory. Yes, sometimes gambles pay off, which is why there are so many tourists in Vegas, but I'd rather not play at a rigged casino for a living. Pretty nuts. There, I fixed it. So again, people are just really upset. This is a pile of crap. So yeah, that's pretty much the advice, and I would recommend just to take something from this. See if you can take anything from it, whether it's a new product to sell. Right now you have a new idea of back to school items, being a seller forms, and even posting in seller forms yourself if you haven't. That's my other recommendation. Checking account health twice per day, as well as your performance notifications. And then starting on selling retail items if you haven't before. What can you do if you are selling retail items to get ahead and make your offer even better and make the customer even happier? So again, these are pretty good tips on Amazon. I know they're not the best, but there's also some 11 tips to sell online. This was from Amazon as well. And then choosing the product to sell. So that's another good tip, different items. The number one thing that's going to determine success on Amazon is selling the right product. Also sourcing products, quality, price, delivery time, all of these are very important. So if you can go through these as well, checking lists of selling costs, set up your online store, determine payment methods, managing inventory and shipping. Obviously use Amazon FBA, package items with care, super important. Focus on delighting customers, promote your products, monitor store performance, and then the last but not least, identify new opportunities to grow your business. So a lot of different things, a lot of different tips, but since you stayed till the end of the video, I'm going to be showing you what our clients did and what his tips are, because he did sell his Amazon company for over $3 million and royalties, and that's going to be some OG advice. Now, if you don't know my client's product, it is Aculief, and here it is right here. So it's a clip you put on your hand to stop headaches. He did patent it. He got a lot of intellectual property, and that brings me to his tip number one, is to gain intellectual property. If you don't have it now, get it, right? The big thing about his product and why he was able to sell it for so much is he had a patent. If you don't have a patent and you already sell an item, you could change it a little bit, right? Have like a 2.0 version and get it patented. So even if you already launched the product, you can get it patented. Having a trademark is super important, and copyright is also important. So if you are making money on Amazon already, it's important to get your intellectual property, because that's going to increase the value if you ever wanted to sell. And it also helps you mitigate competitors that are trying to compete with you on Amazon, because this product was so inexpensive to make, and I can't tell you how many competitors there were trying to compete and rip off this item. But since the seller had a patent, we were able to kick off tons of fakes. Number two is to make a product for the masses, right? So for the masses means like for everybody, right? Have you ever had a headache? If yes, you can use this product. Does that make sense? You want to have something that isn't like super luxury. I'm not saying not to, but his tip is to have an item that's for the masses. A great example of this would be a Tangem, right? What do you also do? Everybody gets headaches, so this would be a great product. But another great product would be a dual shower head. This is the newest trending product, right? If you ever showered with your significant other and you're like shoving each other out of the shower, I want the water, I want the water. Now they made this new item where you can shower together and you just simply click it in and bada bing, bada boom, everybody's happy, right? And that's a product for the masses. That's for everybody. And those are the type of products that usually do the best. And the final tip is number three, is to generate reoccurring sales. So that being said, this item, it may not be as reoccurring as this item. So for an example, if you're selling supplements, every 30 days, the customer runs out of stock. So they have to come back and reorder more and reorder more and reorder more and reorder more and so on. This device, it doesn't stay on your hand. After a while, it starts to become a little loose. So the customer has to come back and buy more and buy another one and buy another one. And I know that just is what it is, right? They could make a super high quality version, but again, it's supposed to be cheap. It's supposed to be for the masses. And since it is cheap and you make it cheap and you sell it for cheap, it's not the highest quality item. But that being said, people are going to come back and repurchase it and repurchase it just like a pair of shoes. And those, again, are a great product model because recurring purchases means you're always making more profit, you're always bringing in revenue, and that's important to keep your business in business. And that's it for today's video. Leave a fire emoji below if you learned something in today's video. And if you also did, drop a like. If you're already an Amazon seller, I highly recommend that you subscribe to our channel because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Amazon journey. And of course, if you need help selling on Amazon, just contact ehpconsultinggroup.com. The link's right in the description for more to check it out. And our #1 service, our full A to Z account management service, will come in, we'll optimize your listings, create a full plan, call Amazon for you, manage your customer service, advertising, everything. So that way you can focus on being an actual boss and not dealing with the daily BS that Amazon throws at you. Just contact ehpconsultinggroup.com. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO, and I'm signing out.